Stop. Get out of there. Come on, man. I don't want you doing stuff like that. Stop. Stop. What's up, bro? What's up, bro? What's up? Stop. What's up, guys? Good morning. Good morning. About to do the gaming stream. As you guys know, setting up the gaming stream. I always show you guys like behind the scenes. I have some pinned messages there, guys. So if you guys are new here, it's good to like look at it. Most people read it, like 99, because out of 4,000 people that come here every day, I just started streaming. There's always one person out of the month, not out of the week or day, but out of the month. If I like don't put the message there, they go crazy. Like, who the hell are you? Why are you streaming? You're not saying anything. They think I'm not saying anything until I put a pinned message and they actually read it. So there's people that read the pinned message. Is my point. And I say don't forget it sometimes because I feel like some people are ready to say that my new puppy is so dope. Let me see the weather today. Oh, it's gonna be cold. Is it raining today? It's raining today, bro. Oh, but it's a 10% chance. Is it? Let me see. Alright, so yeah. It's a 10% chance. Wait, 75? It's gonna rain today. What time is it gonna rain here? Oh, it's just drizzle, but when is it gonna drizzle? Should be fine. Guys, good morning, and I hope you have a beautiful day today, guys. Today is Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day, everybody. Oh, I didn't even say Happy Mother's Day to my mom. It's because I just woke up. Oh, shit. I think I'm going to give my mom a gift. And it's going to be a gift that goes up in price. I don't know. I'll see. It just all depends. Just all depends. I might end up giving her a gift. I just don't want to say give it yet. And it's gonna be a good gift too. Sorry, guys. I'm putting a pin message for everybody that's new here. I typically don't have a lot of views on this channel, this stream, but it is what it is. All right, let's get a game. Is this dog up again? Go to sleep. Why are you awake? Set alarm for 30 minutes.
I set your alarm for 8:11 a.m.
Nothing else done. Bro's already in battle. Literally. No ties, no ties. Let's get it. Got a double right here. Triple? Triple. Pinned on map. They're gonna probably come back. Yellow triangle on map is where I pinned it. What's up, guys? I'm about to pull up on them again. I feel like they're about to come. Yeah, they're right there in front of you, bro. You threw that grenade. Watch out. Yep. GG's. Again. Oh, on the steps. Do on the sides. Watch out. They're up the step down the steps. Take one with me. Two. Oh, she's right down there, bro. Hella weak inside the middle. She's down the corners. Look. We in the battle, bro. We in the battle. GG's. Alright, conserve energy. For sure. Oh, they're bringing the battle inside. Bullshit. Sandwich ass. Watch out, they're running in twos now. I'm gonna run with somebody else on my team. Oh, nah. What gun is that? Damn, they caught. I told you. Just watch out. Or you might have to use a different gun. GG's for the assault pack. Oh, good shit. Another one, another one. He's smashed him. Good shit. Doubles for the squad. Team. Are you for real, bro? Man, they really saw that. Yes, so they got a trophy on the sides of the building. Gotta take it. Took him hands with a headshot. GG's. Oh, he's a chief of that. I don't know how he saw that. Oh, right when I threw it, it exploded. Took it out. And I got confused. GG's. Close game. That's hilarious. It said you. GG's. Come on, he was weak too. Triple. Triple. Just killed all of them right here. Look at that. 1, 2, 3. Nah. Damn. The score. What you doing there, man? I didn't know you were gonna wake up like that. I didn't know that. That don't make me go be good. You know, again, don't go pee in do nothing. No, go to sleep. You were snoring. You were lie. What's up, guys? College season tad augmented lately. Thoughts? Augmented. Augmented. Not. I don't really hear that word often. What do you mean by augmented? Oh, you're about to be. I felt that. Same. I kind of want to put socks on. He says, red nose, blue nose. Red nose, debate. I want to hear
Few dogs in history have sparked so much debate, admiration, and controversy as the American Pit Bull Terrier and the American Staffordshire Terrier. Bred from the same roots, these two breeds have followed different paths, one remaining a working powerhouse, the other evolving into a show champion. But what truly separates them? And where does the blue nose and red nose pit bulls fit into this picture? This is the story of strength, loyalty, and the fight for a breed's reputation. Our story begins in the 19th century with the bull and terrier, the cross between the Old English bulldogs and various terriers. These dogs were bred for bull baiting in the 19th century with the bull and terrier, the cross between the Old English bulldogs and various terriers. These dogs were bred for bull baiting, bear baiting, and even ratting contests, and later pit fighting, a brutal yet popular blood sport in both Ireland and England. But when dogfighting was outlawed in the UK in the 1800s, many immigrants brought their prize dogs here to America, where their legacy would truly take shape. Now, quickly, let me go over some key figures and bloodlines that have to do with the pit bull, starting with John P. Colby, one of the most early influential breeders, known for Colby's Primo. As far as bloodlines that dominated early APBT history, you have the Colby, Tudor, Carver, and the Boudreaux. These bloodlines gave rise to what would become the American Pit Bull Terrier, or APBT, a dog known for gameness, athleticism, and an unbreakable bond with its owner. Recognized by the United Kennel Club, or UKC, in 1898, the APBT became the preferred working dog for farm work, hunting, and even nanny duties with children. As the 20th century progressed, a movement began to separate the game-bred fighting dogs from those bred for conformation and companionship. In 1936, the American Kennel Club, or AKC, recognized a subgroup of APBT, selecting dogs with larger builds and calmer temperaments to establish what was initially called the Staffordshire Terrier. Key figures and bloodlines of this newfound breed were none other than Wilfred Brandon and Clifford Ormsby. They played major roles in shaping the Amstaff into an AKC recognized breed. Early bloodlines included the Ruffian, Expert, and Tacoma. By 1972, the AKC officially renamed the breed to the American Staffordshire Terrier to distinguish it even further from the APBT. Unlike the APBT, which was a UKC working line breed, the Amstaff was refined for show competition, as well as family companionship and therapy. Now, if you've been in the pit bull community any length of time, you've likely heard of the blue nose, red nose debate. But what do these terms actually mean? Let's clear up the misconception. Red-nosed pit bulls originated from the old family red-nosed bloodline, a highly prized strain from Ireland, recognized for their reddish-brownish coats, copper-colored eyes, and red noses, and they're historically associated with high gameness and athleticism. Now, the blue-nosed pit bull results from a recessive dilution gene, which affects the black coat color, turning it into a dark to even light grayish color, and that's referred to as blue, and it appears in various APBT and Staffordshire bloodlines. It is not a separate lineage. However, they're often bred for their unique color rather than working ability, leading to some health concerns such as skin allergies and skin issues. The truth is, the red-nosed pit bull and the blue-nosed pit bulls are simply color variations within the APBT. They do not represent separate breeds, nor do they guarantee specific temperament. However, certain bloodlines linked to these colors have unique histories and reputations. In 2007, the Michael Vick court case brought national attention to APBT abuse.
Before he became a symbol of animal cruelty, Michael Vick was one of the most electrifying players in American football. As quarterback of the Atlanta Falcons, he was the highest paid player in the league, and he pulled in tens of millions of dollars in endorsements. But it all came to an abrupt end 2 years ago when police raided a farm Vick owned in Virginia and uncovered an illegal dogfighting operation. He eventually pled guilty to bankrolling the enterprise and participating in every aspect of it, including killing dogs that refused to fight.
And that was the reason I cried so many nights, and that put it all into perspective.
You cried a number of nights.
Yeah.
About
what I did, being away from my family, letting so many people down, let myself down.
Who's shooting me?
Not being out in the
Watch out, they're going
football
towards
field,
me now.
being in a prison bed, in a prison bunk, writing letters home. That wasn't my life. That wasn't the way that things were supposed to be. And all because of the so-called culture that I thought was right. And I thought it was cool. And I thought it was, it was fun and it was exciting. It all led to me laying in a prison bunk by myself, with nobody to talk to but myself.
who do you blame for all of this?
I blame me.
In the 2020s to present, more efforts to promote responsible ownership and rehabilitation have taken place. Today, passionate owners and breed advocates are working tirelessly to restore the true image of these breeds as loyal, intelligent, and loving companions. Choosing between these two breeds. On the APBT side, you have more athletic, higher energy, best suited for active lifestyles and working homes. Whereas the Amstaff is stockier, calmer, and is great for families and show enthusiasts. However, both require responsible ownership, training, and socialization.
You're watching Bully Badass
Pitbull, the American Pitbull Terrier, and
YouTube's best channel for dog
Stop.
owners.
I'm Richard Stratton, and I've written a number of books for them about pit bulls. The American Pitbull Terrier is a breed that's been around for a long time, and has been known under a lot of different names. And it's difficult to do history, but if you use artwork, and I've read all the 19th century literature and everything, they've been called bulldogs. I suspect they were the original bulldogs, and they gave rise to the what they call the bulldog now in show circles. I think they took and I think they also, with the origin of the bull terriers and possibly even Boston terriers. I have no evidence for that, but it's speculation, but it's informed speculation. Before my first book, The American Pit Bull Terrier, published in 1976, nobody even knew what pit bulls were. I'm not sure that my books were responsible for the notoriety. I hope not, but they may be. And the second one was a book of the American Pit Bull Terrier. And the third one was a coffee table book. Because by this time, the publishers were realizing that the books were selling really well. And that was called The World of the American Pit Bull Terrier, a much bigger book. And then the fourth one was in 1991. It was called The Truth About the American Pit Bull Terrier. I was initially interested in collies because of books that I read about them. I read Lassie Come Home before it was ever a movie. And I remember that I was disappointed when the movie came out, even though it was a beautiful dog. It wasn't a show dog, and it wasn't the color that it was in the book. It's supposed to be a tricolor in the book, and in the movie it was a sable color. And then later on it became a TV series. But because of the books I read, especially the books by Albert Payton, I wanted collies. And in his books, the collies were always the best at everything, except they weren't quite as fast as greyhounds. Otherwise, they were second fastest. And they were the best fighters because they could overcome brute strength by finesse and slashing, that type of thing. So that's what I wanted because they were supposed to be the best dog in every way.
That was my last game.
My first dog was a collie. That was in Colorado when we moved to Arizona. And we lived next door to a family, a bunch of boys, my age and older, and they had a big German Shepherd named Bosco. And they had a flatbed truck that they take out on the desert where they had steel-jawed traps for catching fox, whatever came across them, actually, coyotes. But the thing that dismayed me is they'd stick Bosco onto these 4 wounded animals, coyotes, whatever it was. And then they started doing it with my collie. And that distressed me no end, caused numerous fights between me and them. And but I was dismayed because where was this finesse of a fighter that I'd read about in Trillion's books?
I'm on the other side of the map
And
now.
my father was in the Border Patrol at that time, and the chief of the Border Patrol had been a sheriff before he was chief of the Border Patrol. And he was a legendary sheriff. And of the old school, sort of like Wyatt Earp. And he happened to have game chickens and pit bulls. He called them bulldogs. And he lent me a dog that was named Nails that was about less than half the size of Bosco, and told me that keep the dog on a leash.
They don't perimeters.
And when the boy sicked the dog on this little gentleman, he said, let go of the leash. And then he gave me a breaking stick, showed me how to use it. And I thought at the time, I can't picture this little dog being Bosco. He was less than half his size. Even collies didn't do that in the stories. So, but eventually it finally happened. They stick Bosco on. Nails was the name of the dog. And he just disappeared because the dog was so big. And I thought, the chief's dog is a goner. It's going to be eaten whole here before my very eyes. And before I knew it, though, the German Shepherd began to cry a little bit because Nails was doing his dirty work down underneath that heap. And pretty soon he pulled away and tried to tore away and jumped an Okatilla fence that was in our yard. And Nails was in hot pursuit. He wasn't big enough to jump the fence like the German Shepherd did. So he bashed his way right through it and nailed the German Shepherd on his back porch. So then I finally got to use the breaking stick to get the nails off of Bosco, who was hollering like crazy. After that, Bosco wasn't the bully he used to be. They couldn't stick him onto the coyotes on traps. They couldn't stick him onto my dog. It just took all the bite out of him. He was no longer a bully. And that really gave me an insight into their other dogs besides collies. I didn't switch just then, but eventually I